My dear friends, behind every sweet date, every soft, chewy raisin, every juicy bunch of longans, or every bright red plum, there is not only a delightful taste, but also an entire journey full of dedication. From the sun-drenched orchards, where farmers devote themselves day after day, to the modern production lines, where each fruit is carefully selected and treated as if it were a piece of art. Every single step, from pollination, harvesting, drying, cleaning, and inspection to packaging, carries meticulous care, scientific precision, and a heartfelt trust. Under the scorching sun and harsh desert climate, the date palm still rises with resilience. What makes this tree extraordinary is that it can live for more than 100 years, and throughout its lifetime, it produces hundreds of kilograms of fruit each year. These sweet fruits, often called the brown gold of the desert. To maintain steady productivity, farmers must carry out a meticulous care process. First, the old fronds are trimmed and the sharp thorns removed, allowing sunlight to reach every leaf, keeping the tree ventilated and less vulnerable to pests. What may sound simple actually requires great patience, since each date palm is tall and covered with razor-sharp spines. Most important of all is the stage of pollination. Unlike many other plants that can rely on wind or insects, the date palm requires direct human intervention. Farmers collect pollen from male trees, usually pale yellow, fine, and as light as powder. A single male tree is enough to provide pollen for more than 50 female trees. This process resembles a traditional agricultural ritual. Growers climb high up into the trees and gently sprinkle pollen onto the female flower clusters, ensuring each blossom receives the right amount. If this step is skipped, yields drop significantly, and the fruits may develop unevenly. It is a clear symbol of the deep bond between human effort and the growth of nature. When the fruit clusters are still young, farmers continue their work of protecting them. Each bunch is covered with a breathable mesh bag, strong enough to withstand desert winds, yet soft enough to let the dates grow freely without being squeezed. These mesh bags also protect the fruit from birds and insects, keeping every date clean and intact. By harvest time, the sight is truly remarkable. With just a gentle shake of the mesh bag, the ripe fruits fall down, free of desert dust, needing little washing, and preserving their pure, natural sweetness from the desert. The harvesting process feels like a dance between humans and nature, graceful, delicate, and full of harmony. From the desert fields, the dates are transported to processing plants. There, they undergo strict quality checks. First, they are sorted by size, color, and ripeness. Next, workers use soft brushes along with misting systems of distilled water to clean off the fine dust still clinging to the skins. Stainless steel vibrating conveyors then remove impurities, ensuring the fruits maintain a glossy appearance. What makes this even more impressive is the use of modern technology. Sensor-based scanners can detect even the tiniest cracks, traces of mold, or any other flaws. Only the finest dates are selected for packaging. The final products are diverse: soft and juicy fresh dates, chewy dried dates, or creative treats such as date rolls and convenient energy bars. On average, each date contains about 16 grams of natural sugars, including glucose and fructose, along with fiber, vitamin B6, and potassium. This natural balance makes dates a quick and powerful energy booster, especially valuable for those who need strength in demanding environments. From the barren desert, the date has become a symbol of vitality, of patience and skill, and of the farmers who create miracles in a land where life seems impossible. More than 8,000 years ago, on the fertile lands stretching from Mesopotamia to the Mediterranean, people had already begun cultivating grapes. This small fruit not only gave rise to the brilliant story of wine culture, but also offered something simpler and sweeter: raisins. Unlike the image of date palms rising in the barren desert, vineyards extend in orderly rows, heavy with fruit under the warm sun. When the clusters of grapes ripen and swell with juice, farmers begin the harvest. This work may be done by hand, each cluster carefully cut to avoid bruising, or with modern machinery that increases efficiency. No matter the method, the goal remains the same: to protect the delicate skin, because it is that very skin which preserves the natural sweetness throughout the journey of becoming a raisin. After being carefully selected, the grapes enter a crucial stage: drying. For thousands of years, people have used sunlight to ripen and gradually draw water out of each grape. Sun drying is not just a method, it is a tradition. Thousands of grapes laid out on bamboo trays glisten under golden rays of light, creating a harvest scene as beautiful as a painting. Over several weeks, each grape slowly shrinks, becoming chewy and concentrating all of its rich sweetness. Today, specialized drying ovens are used to shorten the process and ensure food safety. Yet in many traditional vineyards, natural sun drying is still cherished, as growers believe that only sunlight can preserve the authentic ancient flavor, the taste that has accompanied humankind for thousands of years. Once perfectly dried, the raisins continue their journey to the processing plants. Along long conveyor belts, they are sorted by both machines and human hands. They go through multiple washes, sometimes even rotated in large drums to remove dust and leftover stems. Modern laser scanners then inspect each raisin, detecting and eliminating moldy fruit, dry stems, or even tiny stones. And still, the final step belongs to people. Skilled workers carefully recheck each tray, because only sharp eyes and years of experience can guarantee absolute perfection. From here, raisins are packaged in many forms: whole dried fruit, mixed with breakfast cereals, added into breads and pastries, or turned into convenient energy bars. What makes raisins a true nutritional treasure lies in their natural composition. Rich in iron and potassium, they support blood circulation and electrolyte balance. Their fiber helps improve digestion, while antioxidants protect the body against premature aging. Just a small handful of raisins each day can provide energy, delicious taste, and health benefits all at once. From the vineyards full of ripe fruit, through sunlight and human hands, raisins are more than just food. They are a cultural memory, a trace of time preserved in each small fruit. And when we taste them, it feels as if we are touching the flavor of thousands of years of human history. For generations, the longan has been a symbol of summer across many parts of Asia. In countries like Vietnam, Thailand, and China, every July and August, the orchards come alive with abundance. Thousands of heavy fruit clusters hang beneath the green canopies, signaling a season of rich harvest. Unlike sturdy dates or tiny grapes, the longan carries a certain delicacy. Its shell is lightly firm yet prone to cracking on impact. That is why farmers never use rough machinery. Instead, the harvest is done entirely by hand. Each cluster is carefully lifted and clipped close to the stem with sharp scissors, then gently placed into bamboo baskets or woven trays lined with dried banana leaves to prevent bruising. Every step of harvesting longans is tied to careful observation. Farmers must watch for the signs: the peel turning evenly golden brown, the flesh becoming translucent, and the seed shining jet black. That is when the fruit reaches its sweetest flavor. If picked too early, it tastes bland and watery. If left too long, the peel darkens, the flesh turns spongy, and the flavor declines. This is why longan harvest is often called a precise appointment with nature, where being off by just a few days can affect the entire season. Once gathered, the fruits go through initial processing. They are washed free of dust, and any damaged or insect-bitten longans are removed. The finest fruits are packed fresh for immediate consumption. Another portion is peeled, seeded, and dried into the translucent white flesh known as dried longan, a prized delicacy. For centuries, dried longan has been more than just a snack. It has been a staple of traditional Eastern medicine. People believed it could calm the mind, nourish the blood, and improve memory. On sweltering summer days, a bowl of lotus seed sweet soup with dried longan was enough to cool the body and bring a sense of peace. Today, modern processing lines help preserve the fruit's natural flavor for longer. Automatic sorting systems select uniform, high-quality fruits while discarding damaged ones. Quick freezing and vacuum packing technologies make it possible for longans to travel across the world, from bustling Asian markets to Western supermarkets, where people are still discovering the gentle sweetness of this tropical fruit. Beyond its flavor, the longan is a powerhouse of nutrition. Each small fruit is rich in vitamin C, riboflavin, and antioxidant polyphenols, compounds that help protect the body against stress and aging. With dried longan, that value doubles. It is a food, a remedy, and a cultural tradition all at once. From lush tropical orchards, the longan has become a true jewel of summer, carrying both delicate sweetness and a story of heritage. Every heavy cluster is not only the result of farmers' labor, but also a gift from nature itself, offered to us under the radiant summer sun. Long ago, people called the plum the cooling fruit of summer because its sweet and tangy flavor helps chase away the heat while leaving a gentle sweetness lingering on the tongue. When summer arrives, the orchards on the hills burst with vibrant clusters of ripe plums. Depending on the variety, their skins may turn a deep reddish purple or a jade green with golden hues. Different in color, yet all signaling the arrival of harvest season. What makes plums fascinating is the way they are harvested. In hillside orchards, farmers usually pick them by hand, gently twisting each fruit to preserve the fragile white bloom on the skin. That powdery layer is the sign of a truly fresh plum. The work requires great finesse, since even the slightest force can bruise the delicate skin and reduce the fruit's value. Meanwhile, in large-scale European farms, modern machinery is used to boost efficiency. Tree-shaking machines cause the ripe plums to fall onto large tarps spread beneath. This method is quick and productive, but it requires the fruit to be sorted immediately afterward to remove any bruised ones. It is this contrast between careful hand-picking and the power of mechanization that defines the journey of the plum. One side meticulous craftsmanship, the other technological strength. After harvest, plums are taken to processing stations. They are washed thoroughly and sorted by size and color. The large, round, and flawless fruits are packed fresh for consumers, while the smaller or less perfect ones move on to further processing. Plums are among the most versatile of fruits. They can be pickled with salt to create a unique, tangy, salty flavor, dried into candied snacks, or cooked with sugar to make jams and syrups. In modern factories, plums pass through automated sorting systems and sensor-based inspections to guarantee consistency. High-powered washers remove dust and microorganisms before the fruits are vacuum-packed to preserve freshness for longer. Beyond their refreshing taste, plums are also a natural nutrient treasure. Rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, and fiber, they help strengthen immunity, support digestion, and protect the heart. Especially notable is anthocyanin, the pigment responsible for their red-purple skin, which is a powerful antioxidant that helps slow aging and reduces the risk of chronic disease. From hillside orchards to advanced processing lines, the journey of the plum is a harmonious blend of human care and modern technology. And in the end, whether enjoyed fresh as jam, syrup, or dried snacks, plums carry that same bold, sweet, and sour flavor, reminding us of a radiant, lively summer. Grapefruit is a familiar fruit of the tropical regions of Asia, especially common in Vietnam, Thailand, and China. In the countryside of Vietnam, grapefruit season arrives in late autumn, when the round fruits grow plump, their skins turning golden yellow or shining bright green. The sight of farmers skillfully clipping each fruit from its stem with scissors, careful not to scratch the peel so the fruit remains beautiful and fresh, reflects the meticulous care passed down through generations of growers. Grapefruit is not just a fruit. It is also tied to village markets and to the traditional 5-fruit tray of Lunar New Year, a symbol of prosperity and family reunion. After harvest, grapefruits are sorted by size and ripeness. The finest, with glossy skins and perfect shapes, are packed for export. Others are peeled and segmented for fresh consumption, or processed into juice, candied peel, and essential oils extracted from the rind, valuable ingredients in cosmetics and fragrances. With modern technology, grapefruits can be preserved through cold storage or vacuum-sealed packaging, allowing them to retain their refreshing sweetness and extend their shelf life. They are rich in vitamin C, fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. Regular consumption helps boost immunity, support digestion, improve skin health, and maintain a healthy body. Modern research even shows that grapefruit extracts may help control blood lipids and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Beyond food, grapefruit has long played a role in traditional medicine. Dried peel brewed into tea to soothe coughs, or seeds boiled into a gel to aid digestion. The grapefruit carries a balance of qualities, simple in daily life, yet refined in its nutritional and cultural value. From the barren desert fields where date palms stretch and thrive for centuries to the ancient vineyards intertwined with the history of wine, from the tropical orchards heavy with longans to the purple-red hillsides during plum season, each fruit carries within it a remarkable journey, It is not only the story of care, pollination, and harvesting shaped by the hard work of farmers, but also of sorting, cleaning, drying, and packaging with meticulous precision made possible by modern technology. Every piece of fruit you enjoy today is the essence of nature, patient labor, and scientific knowledge. Behind the sweetness, the tartness, or the fragrant aroma lies a long journey, where human hands and the earth itself come together to create true value. That is why every date, every raisin, every longan, and every plum deserves appreciation, for they are not just food, but stories of culture, health, and a love for life. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so we can continue exploring more fascinating journeys, where every food carries a secret worth discovering.